A very big hello to all the KCET champions out there. How are you all? I hope you all are doing amazing. This is your Ekta Mam here. So my dear students, most of you requested that, ma'am, please tell us a strategy to get 45 plus marks in our KCET Chemistry 2026. Yes, for this year, if you want to get 45 plus in your chemistry portion, yes, you have 60 marks of paper, right? Your paper is of 60 marks. So out of those, how can you score 45 plus? What is the strategy that you must follow to score 45 plus in your KCET Chemistry 2026? So what is that strategy? Let's dive in, shall we? Okay. So the strategy is prioritizing your high weightage chapters. So my dear students, in KCET Chemistry, you have 19 chapters. Out of these 19 chapters, you can characterize them in three categories: high priority, medium priority, and low priority. Now, high priority chapters are those chapters from which you can see 3 to 5 questions coming each year. Okay, from medium priority, you can see 2 to 3 questions coming each year. Okay, and from low priority, you will be seeing 1 or no questions each year. Okay, so that I have analyzed from the last 10 years of KCET. Okay, this has been the pattern. Okay, obviously no one can tell you 100%, but this is the idea you get after analyzing the last 10 years of question papers. Okay, so what are the high priority chapters? So high priority includes your solution electrochemistry, chemical kinetics, coordination compounds, amines, alcohol, phenols, ether, aldehyde ketones, carboxylic acid. These are your PU2 chapters. So your PU2 holds more weightage than your PU1 chapters. Okay, in medium priority, some chapters from PU2: haloalkanes, haloarenes, DNF block, hydrocarbons, equilibrium, redox, biomolecules is from PU2. These three are from your PU1. Then again, low priority includes your PU1 chapters, which constitutes around 15 to 20 marks. Okay, so some basic concepts: structure of atom, periodicity, organic chemistry, chemical bonding, and thermodynamics. Now, what do I mean by prioritizing high weightage chapters? That when you are preparing, which you are right now, okay, so during your preparation stage, focus on your high weightage chapters most. So I'm going to give you 10 chapters name, which are your high priority chapters or high weightage chapters. So whenever you are preparing, start reading from these chapters, start learning these chapters, start solving questions from these chapters first. Okay, because that will assure you the 40 marks. Okay, your 40 marks are not going anywhere if you prepare these 10 chapters thoroughly. Okay, what are these 10 chapters, ma'am? So these 10 chapters are these: solutions, electrochemistry, chemical kinetics, hydrocarbons, haloalkanes, haloarenes, aldehyde ketones, carboxylic acids, alcohol, phenol, ethers, coordination compounds, amines, and biomolecules. So these are your PU2 chapters, okay, which are your high weightage PU2 chapters. Okay, that is first. Okay, now what is the tip 2 or trick, strategy number 2? The second strategy is your time management. So every student is given 60 minutes to solve 60 questions. Okay. Now, in these 60 minutes, how you attempt these questions, that matters a lot, because obviously 60 questions, 60 minutes, rough idea, 1 minute you're getting per question, but obviously not all questions carry the same level of difficulty, same concept knowledge and everything. Some questions you'll see and you'll be able to answer straight away. Okay, and some questions will require a lot of calculation, a lot of thinking and all. Okay, so what do? You decide a time. You will not be spending more than a minute on any question. You will not be spending more than a minute than any questions. Okay, so that you should decide. So when you're when you're sitting down writing a mock test now, or you're sitting down in your real exam, decide that I am going to finish these 60 questions in 60 minutes. I'm not going to give more than 1 minute for one question. That is the maximum limit. Okay, minimum can be 5 seconds. You just see and you know the answer, right? So obviously it's less than 1 minute, right? So whatever time you're saving, where can you utilize it? I'll tell you in the end. Okay, I'll tell you in the next strategy actually. Okay. Now see, where will you utilize your remaining 1 minute? Okay, if you solved a question, question was very easy, okay, and you solved it and you saved around 55 seconds or 50 seconds of your time, and you did the same for your 2-3 questions. Okay, there will be easy questions, there will be difficult questions, right? So whatever time you saved during your easy questions, you utilize that time to solve your difficult questions at the end, right? So whenever you're given choice between a difficult question and the easy question, pick the easy question. Why? Because easy question takes less time. Whatever time is you are saving from solving those easy questions, you can utilize that to solve the difficult questions, okay? Because you are assigning what? Maximum 1 minute per person, right? Now some questions are easy, some questions are difficult, and some questions are multi-conceptual, which you call difficult questions, right? They require the knowledge of multiple concepts, like they require in chemistry also, electrochemistry, thermodynamics, you can merge it, equilibrium and electrochemistry you can also merge, right? So questions coming from multiple aspects, multiple concepts, okay? So if they are coming in multi-conceptual fashion, so what you can do, you can either skip it. The first thing is you skip it, don't solve it right away. Whenever you see a multi-concept question, do not solve it right away, okay? Skip it, solve it at the end if you have some time, okay? So focus, again, prioritize your easy questions, solve all your easy questions, because they are going to give you marks. And then whatever time is left, during that time, focus on the moderate level and then the difficult questions, okay? Moderate level are questions where only 1-2 concepts are required. In difficult questions, multiple concepts are being used, okay? So these questions are obviously going to take more than a minute, so obviously you solve them at the end when you have some time left, okay? And that's how you prioritize these kind of questions and get 45 plus in your KCET chemistry, okay? Now what else is there? Using a scientific guessing method, or in Hindi you call Tuka. So a scientific Tuka. What is that scientific Tuka or scientific guessing method? So that's only applicable for KCET, okay? Now listen carefully. You have one thing which is elimination over selection, okay? So you may be given 4 options. Now out of these 4 options, obviously you just can't start solving the question straight away. What you can do, you can eliminate some options. How you can eliminate it? There are some tricks to it, okay? So rather than selecting, focus on elimination, because obviously you have 4 options, right? Out of these 4 options, if you eliminate 2 options, so now you have 2 options left. One of them is the correct answer, right? Because you eliminated the incorrect answers. Now out of these 2, you have 50-50 probability, right? But initially, if you didn't know all of them are correct for you, there is the probability is 1/4. Now the probability is 1/2. The chances of getting corrected increased, right? Okay, now let me dive a little bit into it. Whenever in a question you have 4 options, out of these 4 options, if one is 0 in chemistry, if one option is 0, most probably that is going to be your correct answer. If you are given 4 options and out of these 4 options, one option is 0, so that might be your correct answer. In physics, you can use the dimensional analysis. So you can check the right hand side dimensions and your left hand side dimensions. If they are matching, then your answer is that option is correct option. In maths, you can use substitution. You can substitute the value from your options into the question, and from there you will get the idea if this is the correct answer or not, okay? Then you have extreme value. So supposedly 4 options are given to you. Out of these 4 options, 2 are extreme, okay? So let's say you are asked the energy, and one option is 10 kilojoule, second option is 15 kilojoule, and the 2 other options are 700 kilojoule and 8,000 kilojoule. 700 kilojoule and 8,000 kilojoule, obviously they won't be the correct answer, okay? So the correct answer will be in between 10 and 15, okay? Now you have eliminated the incorrect options. You have the probability of getting it right by 1/2. Okay, that is there. So again, if you want a very elaborate way of the scientific guessing, you can mention down in the comments. I'll make that video with examples and all and how to deal with it. But obviously, solving sometimes in some questions you can save little time by these scientific guessing method. Okay, in KCET, only in KCET. Do not try to apply it in JEE or NEET. Okay, or also not in COMEDK. Okay, now what is the last strategy, ma'am? The last is mock test. So if you want to score 45 plus in your KCET chemistry, you need to give mock test. Here I'm not talking about the chemistry, only the part test, or subject chemistry test or physics test or maths test. Give full length mock test. Give full length mock test. At least one full length mock test every day. Okay, now after giving the mock test, is your duty done? No. Obviously, after giving your full length mock test, analyze your mock test. If you analyze your mock test completely, what do you do after analyzing? You just analyze and forget the next day? No. After analyzing your mock test, make a mistake notebook. Now what is that mistake notebook? In that mistake notebook, write the questions that you did wrong. Okay, why you did it wrong? What, like, was it the time issue? Was it your calculation mistake? Was it knowledge, a lack of knowledge? Okay, whatever was the issue, write it down. Not like that a knowledge issue, time issue or anything, but write it down as in this question is incorrect because I chose the incorrect option. Why? Because they did calculation mistake. So calculation. Do the calculation there. Knowledge error is there. Write the knowledge, write the concept that is associated with that particular question. Okay. So every day, sit down and do one full length test, after that analyze it, and then write the mistakes in your mistake notebook and revise that notebook, go through that notebook every day, so that you are not going those mistakes in your real KCET exam. Okay, now that was all. Okay, and the last one, okay, an additional tip, that is believe in yourself. According to Theodore Roosevelt, believe you can and you're halfway there. So if you believe in yourself, if you believe that you are going to solve all the questions, you're going to get 45 plus, then you're almost halfway there. You will get 45 plus. Okay, so don't worry, be calm, be relaxed. Okay, obviously you need a strategy, follow strategy. Okay, go through it. Okay, and again, be calm and be be in control of your emotions. Even if you do not know any questions, just say to yourself that I will solve it by the end, I will get the answer by the end. Okay, and if not, it's okay. You have so many other questions. If one question you don't know, 59 other questions are there, right? So obviously look for the bigger image all the time. Okay, so obviously believe in yourself. Self-belief is the key. If you believe in yourself, it is the first step towards turning your dreams into reality, right? I don't want to sound a philosopher or something, but if you believe in yourself, you will be able to get 45 plus. You will be able to get the first rank in your KCET. Okay, so don't worry, you got this. And yes, that was all. Take care, all the best, and yes, all the best for your KCET exams.